Good morning to you search fans. It's 6:24 a.m. The things I do for you. There's a bit of frost on the ground. We're going to have a quick scoot around the grabbed out blackcurrant one. We know there's a lot of rubbish. We might choose to ignore some of the signals today, which will be a risk because it's the ultra. I'm still not an expert by any means with the bloody thing, so it's a risk. But no, I'm not doing that. In the distance we have a cockerel chirping the sunrise, which is nice of him. Chirping? I don't think they chirp today, you know what I mean. Right, a hole about 10 foot away was just a little indescript bit of lead. Indescript, whichever. Second hole, I've already had it out, I'm not going to lie to you. Looks like an old tunic button, still with the loop. Haven't had one of those for a long time. Let's give it a quick clean and see if there's anything on it. It looks like there is. Can't identify it at the moment. Give it a quick squirt and then we'll see. There we go, just make out from the lumps and bumps on it. General service. It's got the unicorn and the lion on that side and the shield in the middle. And judging by the size of it, I would say that was from the cuff. So there you go. That's not bad. I'm happy with that for a starter. Bring on the main. Immediately after the tunic button, I thought we've got our first coin. On closer inspection, it's a little pewter button. I got all excited for nothing. Schoolboy error. Another button. Okay, let's go. As you can probably tell, we've come over to Farthingfield. That's blackcurrant one in the distance. It didn't give me anything today. We had that one tunic button and that was about it. And I just got fed up of sifting through all the rubbish that it kept throwing up. We'll persevere. I'm sure there's something there. We just got to get through the rubbish. But anyway, I thought I'd come over to Farthing for the last hour, see what we can find. And as you can see, first coin of the day. Get it in the sun sunshine. Oh, there's a nubbin on it. Oh no, it's definitely a coin. I thought it was a button then. Give it a clean. If it's worth showing you, I'll give you a view. If not, in the pot it goes. Still, got a coin. Makes it all worthwhile. Can we see it? Can we see it? Coin, not coin, button. So many buttons today. Yet another button. Fantastic. The sun is out. The sky is blue. There's not a cloud to spoil the view. So let's go searching in a field. Blackcurrant one, as was, is now covered in weeds and dandelions since I was last here. It looks pretty, but yeah, we know how this one goes. We're going to go do a row, see how frustrated I get with not finding anything, because I've got to get through all of that modern first, as we know. Get through all of that, see how long that takes, see what we find. If it's any good, we'll search on the way back. If not, we'll just cut our losses and we'll try another field, just to, just one of the fields that's pretty much guaranteed to give us something. Because like Farthingfield, for instance, that gives us something pretty much every time, doesn't it? I waffle. Let's go and see what we can find on this one. Okay, we've done a bit. Been here for, I don't know, 35, 45 minutes. Had nothing of note. Had a little military collar button, which is a general service one, so I didn't bother videoing that. But the first thing of note, just come out of there, is I would have said, was the handle to a watch winder, I would have said. Probably snapped off from there, I would have said. And it looks like it's got some playing cards on it. Maker's mark on that side, but I can't read that at the moment. Is that an R? Well, that should be identifiable. Well, that should be fun. We can have a look at this. I'm happy with that. So it's had a spray. That's the best it's going to get in the field, but that's definitely going in the box. So what's that? Is that I can see a 6 and a 3? Is that a 19? If that's a picture card? We will see. That should be identifiable. Happy days. Okay, as you can see, I've moved over to Farthingfield. Just do a quick row. It's the 17th April, so let's do row 17. Let's just see. No coins yet off of Blackcurrant. Well, no coins of note anyway, put it that way. Yeah, I mean, we are slowly getting down to the history with that watch winder and that little bit. I don't know what that bit is. We'll investigate it though. The watch winder should be identifiable. I'm looking forward to having a bit of a hunt around the Tinterweb for that. Hit the books later on and see what we can find out about that. If I find out anything interesting, I'll tell you. Right, let's do row 17 on the 17th, and then we'll get out of this sun because I'm beginning to melt. I don't want to open my head and show you. I don't, just in case it's not what I think it might well be. Have we got a cut half? Has the Ultra found its first hammered silver within 2 minutes of being on this field? I think it might have done, you know. Oh, let's have a look on the other side. Have we got crosses, pellets? I think we have. I think we have. Let's give that a bit of a clean. Oh, how exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you a cut half. Loads of detail on that. I should be able to clean that up and ID that later on. I am so pleased. Simplex Ultra gets its first hammered. Happy days. Woo! Right, I'm on the last couple of holes, just getting to there before I go home after a great day, actually, great day. And this has just come out, and I've read about this, but I've never actually seen one. Looks like a bicycle saddle. You turn it up the other way, and it's a coin folded in 3. Little love token. So once I clean that off back at the ranch, we might be able to identify what coin it was. That is pretty cool. I like that. Happy days. Never had one of those, but I've never even seen one of those before. At least I hope that's what it is, and I'm not talking rubbish, and I'll get home to find that it is just a lump of tat. Happy days. What you getting? It's been a while since I filmed all of those bits and pieces. It's a combination of 2 or 3 different hunts in various locations. I'm still getting used to the machine, so you know I'm not going to go too in depth with it all right now. But let's see. Let's start. Eyes only find this was. It's just laying in the mud. Tiffany and Co. It says. Not silver, unfortunately. Well, certainly not hallmarked anyway, but Tiffany and Co. That's quite nice, isn't it? Not bad. I wish it was silver. This is quite interesting, judging by the makeup and the composition of it. That's a little bit of Roman. Tiny little thin layer of the terracotta on the outside and a big thick lump of black stuff in the middle. It normally indicates that it's Roman, so there you go. I don't think it's a tesseract, it's the right shape, I just think it's just a fragment or something. But hey, that was quite interesting. 2 different size, general service, buttons, nothing spectacular, but they're always good to find, aren't they, I suppose. Unless you're on the tunic field at the top there, and we've had some videos about that in the past, where that's pretty much all you find is these buttons. Now this is quite interesting. I don't know if you can see it. It says real buck, and I can't find it. That's quite a stylised crown in the middle there, almost indicative of the Portuguese crown. Can you see that? If it said real bucks on it, then I would have thought it was an abbreviation for the Buckinghamshires, because it does look quite military. It's, you know, it's got the pin in there, it's got the hoop and everything still on it. But I can't find anything about real buck, and you have to be really, really careful when you type that into the internet. I quite assure you of that. So any information on real buck, yeah, I'd like to hear. That'd be quite interesting. 3-corner bent love token. Look at that, that's nice. I don't know what they've used, but it's patterned. You can see the pattern all around it. I presume it's a coin of some kind. I can't see any identification marks on it, but I would have said that was a little love token. That's quite neat. Victorian halfpenny, 1891. If you look up 1891, it's quite an unremarkable year. Not a great deal happened in 1891, so I'm not going to talk about that. This is also nice. A watch winder, playing cards on one side. And it says, in the centre there it says RD, and over on the left hand as you're looking at it, it's got the number 4. At the top it's got a number 5. And at the bottom, I think it's got a B, but I don't know about this side. I can't make it out. I'll put some photographs of it at the end. I haven't been able to find much about that at all. I presume it's a watch winder. I would have said the little stem came out there and it's snapped off over the years. Yeah, that's quite nice. But the find of the month has to go to this. Now this has caused chaos. It has caused controversy. There's the little face there. I'll put some better photographs of it at the end. I've had it professionally photographed by a colleague at work. There we can see the bust facing forward. On this side we can see the long cross and we can see the mullets. No pellets, just mullets. And we think there's a P and an A and maybe a T of some kind on there. And we'll discuss this further. Now this little beauty, I'll put photographs of it up at the end. We can't really see it. It's a long cross cut half with the bust facing forward and mullets on the outside. Mullets are normally associated with the Scottish hammered coins, but the Scottish monarchs are normally in profile. They're normally facing away, one side or the other, not facing forward, which caused a bit of controversy. So I posted it on various websites. I'd like to thank Southeast Detecting, especially Richard Goodrick and David Powell. The pair of them went above and beyond the call of duty to try and help me identify it. Still unsuccessfully, to be quite honest. The closest we've come to so far is a chap in the ether somewhere who thinks it might be a farthing of Saint Patricia. I don't know. Just watch this space. Saint Patricia died in 665 over in Naples in Italy. At the age of 21, she devoted her life to Christ. Apparently she's related to Constantine the Great, Caesar. Apparently, who knows? I don't know. Anyway, her claim to fame is that all her bodily bits and stuff are all put in a golden chalice and with jewels and all this business, and every so often her blood liquefies. And people have seen this ever since, she died 1,500 odd years ago, and people have seen this more than once, and the ecclesiastical scientists can find no cause, no reasonable explanation as to why this happens, so it is put down as officially a miracle. So there you go. This may or may not be a miracle. I'd like somebody to identify it. I'd like to know. I'll put some photographs at the end and we can have a look. If anyone's got any idea, give us a shout. It's very, very rare that we can't identify, between all of us, that we can't identify a coin. Even one of the chaps on the internet who's got a very specific surname, Spink, didn't really know. Watch this space. hopefully we'll come back to this little beauty. I'll say I'll put some better photographs of it on the end of the video and you can have a look. Until then, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one, and hopefully it won't be a bit confused or so confusing. We'll get some answers. See you soon.